Alright, first off, I'd like to genuinely apologize for the absurd amount of time that this delivery is late. I had a whole bunch of issues, basically first technological, then I unfortunately got in a pretty bad bike accident while I was cycling the other day. So I've been in treatment, so I apologize. I've been away from my work. I've got a lot to catch up on, and I do seriously apologize. No way was I expecting that to happen, obviously. Um, Thankfully, nothing's life threatening, but I'm very sorry and I'm quite upset to have done that to you. So I'll talk about it at the end, but I have some compensation that I hope will be able to make this right to you. My name is Christian Hansen. I've been working in e-commerce for quite a while now. I've had the privilege of reviewing over 2,000 online stores. I've built over 200 as a web developer, managed 40 full-time, and sold 5 to multi-million-dollar companies. I have a consumer psychology background from Harvard University, and basically this is what I do in my free time. I try to help as many people as I possibly can who are in the e-commerce world, who either they're having conversion problems, sales problems, try and pinpoint the parts of their websites that ultimately need some changes in order to help them reach their sales expectations. So I'm going to be going through a whole list here, and we'll be seeing if we can identify those things that can be ultimately killing your conversion. So first things first, when I land, um, I like the logo. I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a little quick. This GIF that you got going here, like kind of like slow animation. I think it needs to be a lot slower. It's a small detail, but branding is everything. People buy from brands. People connect with brands. It's hard to connect with a brand when the logo is disappearing on them so quickly. I would either leave it alone, don't have it disappear, or slow that down a lot. That will increase your branding. Next thing I notice, you're not really utilizing your landing area. This is some incredibly valuable real estate on your site. What I mean by that, this is your first impression. So I like first things first. I see the photos, great first impression. I go, wow, okay, I can connect with the product. I know what you're selling. But this text here, just by solely saying on sale next 24 hours, that's an announcement bar thing. What you want to use in this landing area is you're using this space to connect with your customers for the first time. This is your first impression piece. So what I like to do on these areas is land with a testimonial. So anyone who's ever left a review on your product, even if it's a friend, family member, even if it's yourself, the best insert product here I've ever bought goes a long way when someone lands on the site and the first thing they read is that your product is the best. Because now immediately the first impression is social proof. And that is a fantastic first impression. Social proof is something that is so hard to win over. And when it's the first impression from a consumer psychology standpoint, it's even more powerful. Ultimately, there are 3 steps to the consumer psychology buying process. Step 1, trust the brand. Step 2, trust the product. Step 3, checkout. So step 1 for me right now is about trusting the brand. So when I come down here, this is the problem I have. There's nothing about the brand at all. So sure, I can come down to your About Us section and I can click, and then I can find out who you are. But here's the thing. Where we're at right now with our buying culture right now, the 21st century buying culture, the 2019-2020 buying culture, it is instant gratification. Think about it in everything in life. A website doesn't load within 5 seconds now, and people get frustrated. 5 seconds, if you think about it, that's insanity. But we are instant gratification people. People do not want to go hunting for navigation. People do not want to go hunting for the answers. That's what homepages are for. Your homepage is not for selling your product. Your homepage is for selling your brand. So what you need to be doing is selling me on this here. This is what you need to be selling me on, this entire homepage, not the product. Let your navigation, which I'll talk about in a second, but let the navigation sell the products. Let the product pages sell the products. But your homepage needs to be answering who you are, what you do, why I should buy from you. That's the most important one. Why should I buy from you versus the hundreds of thousands of other people that are selling what you're selling? What makes you different? When am I going to get my product? What's your return policy? How can I get my product? What do people have to say about your company? Those are things that need to be on your homepage. Success in e-commerce is about answering as many questions that you don't know people have before they have them. So if I come on here and I don't even know before I land on the site that I'm going to be curious about your return policy. So if the second thing I see right here is our return policy is great, free returns within 30 days. That immediately solidifies a question that I had. And what happens every time you solidify a question in someone's mind as a potential client, you win them over just a little bit more. You win over that first step. Trust the brand, trust the brand, trust the brand. And that's what you want. That is step one in the consumer psychological buying process. Everything about e-commerce is consumer psych. Everything. So we need to build websites around that ideology, and the ideology that this is great content. Summer is a state of mind. I like this content a lot. Don't remove that content, but it shouldn't be all about the products. Give me 4 products, remove the product section here, optimize your landing area, and then give me product images. Give me an image gallery underneath who you are, when you started, what you do. Basically your About Us page, but more concise, optimized for a home page, followed by return policy, payment options, why I should buy from you, top 5 reasons you're different than your competitors. You have all this great optimized content on your homepage, then you're going to see massive increases in sales, or at least, at the very, very least, massive increases in movement around the site. And that's what we want. We want movement around the site. We want people to show up on this webpage and go, wow, this is a really good looking site. I'm going to check it out. Which leads me to my next point. I'm not a big fan of hiding your menu within kind of in here. For one, there's almost no reason to ever have anyone create an account on a website like this. Almost never. I don't even think it's a necessary option personally. Search is not a bad one, but a great navigation is one that people subconsciously connect with immediately. You can't subconsciously connect with something that you can't see. So don't put home in your navigation. Don't put, or you can have an About Us, but what I'm getting at here is put About Us, FAQ, Contact Us, Order Info, Tracking, everything under the same tab. And don't just have a Shop All. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, it works for your site. It does, because you don't have thousands of products. You only have got the 2 pages. So you know what, honestly, you can sort of disregard that comment, but don't, instead of just putting Shop All, just basically just put Shop, and don't have it hiding in the menu here. Just have it right here. About, drop down menu with all of your options, Shop, track your order, and you can even leave the Contact Us up there. That is a really optimized, easy landing area friendly navigation, in which when I land, immediately I know where I have to go to shop, I know where I have to go to see the products, I know where I have to go to be able to initiate the next step in ultimately buying what I want to buy. Sorry, just reading my notes, making sure I don't forget anything. Okay, so next thing, product pages. Please let me know if there's anything I can clarify on homepage. I'd be more than happy to continue to talk and work with you on that. Product pages. So first things first, I have a problem with your price point. And it's not that it's too high, it's that your markdown price is too intense. I did a case study at Harvard University where we built 10 identical sites. We were selling jackets, winter jackets. And the only difference between everything on every site was the markdown price. So say it was a $60 jacket, constant, down from 80, down from 100, down from 110, down from 150. Anything over 25% didn't sell very well. Everything underneath 25% sold fantastically. We sold almost $8,000 in jackets in a matter of about 3.5 weeks at the 25% off mark. The 50% off mark didn't do very well. The 60% and above did not do very well. I highly recommend making this $39.99 down to $29.99. It seems more believable. Because the way people think now is if people can offer markdowns like this, 50% markdown, then that means the product that they are buying isn't actually that expensive because they can afford to take a 50% markdown and still make money. So if you have a smaller markdown and people go, oh, okay, well, they're giving me $10 off, it's probably just because they're new and, they want to make some sales. But the product, they're not making too much money off of me. It's not like they're, halving their money. That can make a huge difference. Massive difference. I've seen it do 3% additional conversion on sites overnight. It's unbelievable. And I think that's something that can really help you out. You have a niche in which it's obviously photogenic. They are models. The whole point of the product images is attractiveness. That's why I think your homepage should be full of images of your product. So all of your product images all over your homepage with great content, with attractive content, telling me about your brand, and then ultimately leading me to this page. This is this is more what I'm getting at with selling, which I like this. I like this stuff. This is the fact that you're selling me something, which is good because too many people think that, oh, I have a pretty website, I don't need to sell. So it's nice. You are selling and you have a sizing chart. That's great. A couple things to add. You could add a review section, and it's okay if you don't have reviews off the bat. You don't need to make fake ones. You don't need to fill them. Just having the option there shows that you are accepting of feedback. And when people see that you're accepting of feedback, they trust you more. Again, everything is about trust. But I like the fact that you sell. It's an attractive looking page. Your branding is consistent. But anyway, going back to trust. I have a hard time believing that you've shipped over 12,000 orders. I really do. Not trying to be skeptical of you, not trying to come at you or, doubt you. 12,000 orders is an achievement. I've never done 12,000 orders on a single one of the e-commerce stores I've worked with ever. We've done pretty well. People don't believe those numbers. People struggle to believe numbers like that. They only hurt you. If you have to announce that you ship a lot of orders, then you usually don't. Companies say like Patagonia or North Face or Nike don't announce how many orders they've shipped because people just expect that it's a lot. Don't tell people. Just show them through the quality of your product and show them through the quality of your site that you are a major player in your industry. You don't need to tell them these kinds of things. These kinds of statements only hurt you. I like the add to cart. I like the checkout. Everything runs nicely. So, it's good. I don't have an issue at all with any of this. You have an express checkout, which is a huge plus. And, right away, it's easy. It's the standard kind of, e-commerce 2019 optimized checkout. So I have no problem with that. I think it's great. My problem on your site is not performance. It's not products. It's content. It is, you are not selling me the brand. You are selling me the product, which is good. But I still think you can sell me the product a little bit better. But you need to take step one more seriously. Step one in the consumer psychological buying process. Sell me your brand. Sell me on the fact that I trust you, the fact that I trust giving you my payment information, the fact that I trust I'm going to get a high quality product. That's what you need to do. That's what's going to take this to the next level. That's what's going to increase your sales. That's what's ultimately going to fix any expectations that you have on this site. Once again, I genuinely apologize for delivering late. I was not expecting to fly off a bicycle going downhill. I would like to make it right to you, so please, my offer is a bit of a compensation package. So a free video follow-up, just like this, at any time in the future. So say you make some changes and you'd like to see how they're going. If you'd like me some further comments or anything else, mobile, I can take a look as well. That's first thing. Second, social media audit. I'm more than happy to go through all of your social media accounts, give you some rough numbers, give you some target audiences, tell you basically a direction that I think you need to go in. Three, graphics work, branding work. So if you want, say, help rebranding a little bit, cleaning up your your logo, cleaning up anything, adding some logos to your product images, shoot me a message. I'm happy to help you with that. I've been a graphic designer for a long time. Um, these are all kinds of things that I would love to do for you. I genuinely apologize. Again, I hate delivering late. There's nothing that pains me more. And I just want you to know that that was never my intention to keep you waiting. So thank you for your patience, your professionalism, your consideration throughout the entire process. Just because I'm delivering this gig doesn't mean our time together is over. I am around at any time to answer questions. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I apologize. I get tons of messages, but I assure you I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can with anything, whether it's today, tomorrow, 6 months from now. If you ever have an e-commerce related question, you want to bounce it off of someone for just an outside opinion, you want a second look at the site, let me know. I'm here for you. That's my review. Genuinely, I think you have a great site. I think it needs a content adjustment, and that's it. And it's not even that you need to build the content. You have a lot of great content, it's just in the wrong places. It's just about the small changes of a website that are ultimately going to take you from, good to great to amazing. Those are my comments. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks again for your order. I truly appreciate your business, and have a great day.